So opponent on the aggression, immediately we got a 2-for-1 out of the Take Vengeance. I was just thinking about it. With 2 Take Vengeance in here, there might be a reason to play Salvager. Though it's a little bit hard to combo. Let's just keep playing on curve here. I can threaten with the Pack Beast. See if he wants to blow a combat trick on it. Doesn't look like he does. Get the Stag down. Had their choice between Pack Beast and Pegasus. Opponent is out of mana. Swing with both. Tap his dude. I will play Pegasus now. I won't be blocking with that. All of his hope was on that Rustwing Falcon. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. Give the Stag flying. And tap the Courser. All to the face on my opponent. Sure. I think I'm going to drop a threat. Oh, I was waving that around. I was actually making the decision. I wasn't entirely sure I wanted to do that Swift Claw there. Opponent's playing green-white. So he was not only mana screwed, but also color screwed. Do not care about that whatsoever. So, how are we doing this? We are going to give the Stag flying. We'll tap his Airborne Defender. Make his trade shitty. Give our Stag flying. He wants to trade Basilisk for Pack Beast or Swiftclaw. I'm A-okay with that. Looks good to me. I'd love to play something more threatening than a Pack Beast, but Pack Beast is still power on the board, so power on the board it is. Any tips? What's my opinion on an M19 draft? Well, I just did an M19 draft. This is an M19 draft. I like M19 a lot as a set. If you're playing quick draft, just be aware your opponents are playing very aggressive decks, it seems like to me. I haven't seen a lot of the more paced ones. It seems maybe part of the format for quick draft. 2 colors seems fine. White's really strong. White red's real good. White blue's real good. I don't know quite what else to tell you with that. Kind of want to throw back some sort of instant speed interaction over the Gearsmith Guardian. Don't have so many blue creatures. And it could be just value out of Salvager plus Take Vengeance. Could be a Disperse for those enchantments. Could be a Chill. Then again, I really do like slamming 5 drops on 5. Maybe not. Maybe not. Do I like M19 more than Dominaria? Sunday had me liking Dominaria a little bit more. But I would say yes to that. I'm much more comfortable drafting M19 than I am Dominaria. So yeah. Anyways. A little tired. Found the first good restaurant in Oshkosh last night, which is this enjoyable. I've been to like 7 or 8 since I've been here. My parents came up and brought my wife and I out to a couple, etc. So I've been to a number of places here now, and the food has just not been good. And I finally found one. The beer's good. I finally found a restaurant that wasn't terrible last night, and I was really excited about that. Had food out and then drinks when I got home, and woke up at like 4 a.m. not getting enough sleep. Okay, so we've got a Gearsmith on 5 again, but no blue activating creature. So slow opening from my opponent, slow opening from me. Looks like he is red-white. That's kind of unfortunate. I would like to start trading with that shit as soon as possible. What makes a restaurant not terrible in my book? Good food. Move to Wisconsin. Jesus. So much enchantment. I think I might have to just throw Disperse in this deck just to deal with this shit. That's the guy I wanted. I guess we're gonna Gallant Cav here. It's a big ogre. So the problem is, there's two things I want to play around. I want to play around instant speed removal like Shock or Electrify. But I also want to play around Sure Strike, which means I can't block with 3. So I can't attack with the Pack Beast because of the removal pre-combat phase. And I expect to get combat tricked here. There's the Sure Strike. Maybe I'll just draw Take Vengeance and get to have some value in life again. Don't really want to take another 6. I wish this was a Disperse. Could Gearsmith Guardian. Does threaten to dual block again. He's got another fucking combat trick. His hand would be single creature, enchant, combat trick, combat trick. It's possible. That's a no. Okay. Sure. It's funny, out of that, the Cav 1-for-1 with the Sure Strike, I didn't even trade down in mana because he spent his entire turn doing it. And then the Guardian just 2-for-1. So I actually came out ahead on cards out of that. It cost me 6 life and a bunch of tempo to do it. And now I'm pleased to have the Guardian back. I'm gonna Wall of Mist and Dwarven Priest, am I? No, I'm not. I'm gonna Gearsmith Guardian. Is a 3/5. I would like to get the Courser out with it. Okay, Invoke the Divine punishes my Guardian pretty hard, but still his whole turn here. Yeah, I can trade with that, be fine. Yes, you can give it haste. But we're slowing him down. I don't like this motivator on the board. That's the scary part. That's nice. Get my recursion back. Give me that Guardian back. And I'll get the Courser down. Do I want to start trying to float over his head? I guess I do. Okay. So, scary thing is, of course, if opponent top decks a big creature. That's not particularly scary. If he's got a trick, it's still a 1-for-1. Okay, up to 7 mana. Looks like a Wall of Mist plus a Gearsmith Guardian. Get in for 1. So we 2-for-1'd him on the enchant, and then we 2-for-1'd him on the Pack Beast recurring the Guardian. Yeah, Angel of Dawn's annoying there, but not the worst ever. You gonna go for face right there? I'm gonna punish you so hard with this priest. I'll be so happy about it. Alright, let's give him the combat first. He's not going to block. Let's heal up. So where did he get life from? Invoke the Divine. He's got his own priest, sure. That I don't agree with at all, but sure, it's your game, your choices. It's Omen Speaker, not have shitty hands for the rest of the game. Seems good. Take that one. Swing with these guys. Get in for 6. Haramancer's Cage for my Guardian. It's too bad. Okay. Still, I think the Courser's a better target than the Guardian. Take Vengeance is going to do some work here. Get rid of that Angel. Get in for 3 in the air. Would have been nice to have a Bonds or a Cage in my deck. We're missing real removal. We're pretty heavy on lands. Opponent's running 5 lands over there. We're on 7 right now. He could be holding some as well, I suppose. We don't know what 2 of those cards are. Be nice to draw a little bit of gas. Shield Mare. Okay. Heals him. It's annoying. Adds a turn. Attacking me with the Shield Mare. Doesn't do anything, so sure. Got some big draws. The Herald of Faith would be big here. The Sphinx would be big here. Another Take Vengeance would be fine. Dwindles. Probably end up holding a Dwindle in hand if I draw a Dwindle. I don't think there's a threat on the board yet. There will be shortly-ish. Don't mind my own Invoke the Divine right about now. Is it worth main decking? Maybe. Attacking me with that. Okay, I've got 8 health. I'm going to risk +2/+1 or Trumpet Blast. Still, I'm going to risk that. May have Inspired Charge here. It is indeed Inspired Charge. The other one's Trumpet Blast. Okay. Are we in a sleep position right now? I mean, I guess. He's still got his fucking Motivator on the board. Let's get a turn. Not exactly a blowout with our board. But I don't want to have to leave blockers back, and I will have to do that. That's one of the ones I've been looking for. Don't want that. That might win me the game. Let's take a look at the health here. That will win me the game. Okay, we'll just keep that there. So he's dead right now. Would it make a difference here if I swing for 1? Or even 3? I think I may prefer to react here. The Pegasus is tempting. I want the Priest on blocking duty. Probably not blocking with the Courser if they attack. 3 creatures. They're only ever going to have 3 creatures here. Alright, let's get in for 1 with the Courser. It might be relevant in some way I don't see yet. Ah, no problem. Japan has rice. Congratulations. Good game, he says. Ah, he steals my creature with active treason and kills me with it. That feels pretty bad. So we will lose to this pretty garbage deck over here that we're playing against. Just red-white aggro. Very, very solid in this format. Active Treason, not even bad. Certainly not bad there. So the Courser costing me the game. It's a little bit painful. I guess I could have thought about Active Treason, but it wasn't even on my radar. Should have waited. Could have lived. Could have beat him. Well, wouldn't have killed him. Would have had another round, though. So, feels a little bad. What would I change? Sleep was fine, although a little weak here. Gearsmith Guardians are actually fine. I would like some instant speed interaction with my opponent. That would be the only thing I would like. I have no combat tricks and no instant speed interaction. Dwindle is not as good that game as I would have liked. Maybe one Disperse over one Dwindle. One Invoke the Divine, maybe. Sort of bonds, get sort of hear him. I'm going to take an Invoke the Divine. I want just something instant speed. We might see some targets for that. I find Active Treason is often pretty weak, especially in a red-white deck where you run out of gas and you're sitting there with Active Treason and your opponent's out of reach with that. Certainly it's surprise damage and it won him that game, and it's won me some games. And it feels bad when you lose to it. My most tilty moment with Active Treason was I knew my opponent played them, so I left blockers behind for the Active Treason, and he double cast an Active Treason and took both of my blockers and killed me with them. I'm like, huh, seems bad. But it does feel like this in quick draft. It's a lot of just slam dudes into faces as quickly as humanly possible. Hand's not great. Luck's a little bit of durable creatures. This doesn't trade very well. I don't really want to be trading coursers anyways. But I do have mana. I've got one piece of removal. I've got mana. And I've got a big dude later, so I'm going to hold it. A little bit of lag in the client. Blue-green. There's a wall of mist. Only there was some way to get over that wall of mist. All right. Even Wind Mage. All right. I want to bluff the combat trick there because I want him to attack with the Wind Mage, so I want to take Vengeance it. We'll see. Hope the Divine looking kind of dead in this matchup, but we'll see. Maybe he'll play an artifact. Hey! And a winner. Alright, let's get rid of his ramp. Saturates my mana nicely. I have not checked out the new patch for Stellaris. Okay, we can have 6 next turn. Let's remove his dude he's trading with. And let's get in for 1. Pretty weak to whatever he plays next. I guess I get the Dwindle for whatever comes next. Seems good. Don't like him having that much mana open. He could have blanked. But this could also be a huge counterspell on his part right now. I really don't want to play Scholar into a counterspell right now. So I'm just going to pass. I know I didn't play land. Deliberately faking land blocked. I'm hoping he'll play something. He didn't. It's kind of annoying. Five mana still not playing something. Seems very strange. Alright, let's play a creature. Get in for 1. I think he might have countered that if he had the ability to, after having played nothing for 2 turns. So perhaps we're being paranoid here. And perhaps I'll regret it in a moment. 6 land. Presumably he can play everything in his hand now. World Sea Serpent. Alright, let's get the Scholar down. take a look at what we got going on. I don't want that. That seems fine. Those are chump blockers. 7 next turn is relevant. Let's play the island. And let's get in for 3. He's got a big wall. He wouldn't cancel that pack map. No, we got a Courser. Any ground creature we play has flying right now, so he might very well. Hey, not you. Thanks for the resub. Rabid bite on my Scholar is really bad news for me. We still got dudes on the ground. I am going to play the Cav. What do I want to be countered more? I think I want the Courser to be countered more than I want the Cav to be countered right now.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Cyrail, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the channel. Alright, I don't think there's a counter anymore. And let's get in for 3. Next turn will be the first turn his wall has done anything all game long. So that's something. He's dispersing the token. Oh, so he's prevented next turn from being the turn where his wall does anything. Oh, man. All right. So I'm going to hit him for everything next turn. That's annoying as fuck. I do not have an answer quite as good as Bite for that, unfortunately. But I will dwindle that since it is... My only win condition is racing him in the air right now. We're going to attack with everything. And you're going to target that one, and you're going to target that one. And everybody's flying. Just know where the island is relevant. I would like to top deck a Sleep or an Inspiring Charge or don't even know anything really. Anything that deals with a threat he throws down, particularly a flying blocker threat. Island game doesn't change the board state at all, so that's not relevant. Can I build a deck with Locust God? Nope. I mean, certainly possible, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to take this damage. Because right now I'd like to kill him. And if I block that, I don't kill him. Now, if he has a second Disperse in hand, which he apparently does, we're in a little bit of trouble since I do set up to die to that. But that's a really good draw in this scenario. I don't want to give him a chance to trade the Highland game. That's not true. If I do it, he may or may not want to do that. I guess I don't want to attack with the Pack Beast. So we do survive the Sea Serpent. He's now in top deck mode as well. So let's get the Courser down. Let's go ahead and attack. Get the Sphinx off the table. Let's go ahead and heal. If he draws another... What is a good game? Oh. It's him conceding. Okay, I thought he was telling me I was dead. Alright. So good top deck for us. Opponent having double disperse was certainly fucking annoying. His wall never blocked a creature the entire game, despite having been played on turn 2 because of the Coursers. So our deck doing what we want it to do here. Tie up the ground as much as possible. Beat people down in the air. A little bit limited on that.